Welcome back, everyone. I'm just out in the woods on a nice hike today, but I gotta get home and start packing my bags. I'm heading out on a camping trip, well, a few actually, in September, so I need to get all my things ready and we need to start dehydrating some food for the trip. So let's get at it. And it's supposed to be pretty hot, probably 30 degrees, 40 with the Humidex, so this should be interesting. So I'm gonna have to pack lots of things for cool, to keep myself cool really, and to protect against the bugs, because right now the mosquitoes, they're horrendous. All right, so I'm back home inside. Let's take a look at some of the food I'm bringing first. All right, so there's a Valley Sportsman dehydrator I showed you guys before, and here is one of the meals. It's like a pasta dinner, so that's gonna be good. There's several trays of that, so that's probably more than enough. That's probably the entire trip's dehydrated food. So yeah, it's pretty good. Well, let's take a look at some of the other food that I'm bringing. I think lots of snacks. It's gonna be for a few days, not terribly long, but want to bring some things that are prepackaged. So I've got some breakfast bars here. These are really good energy, fruit, nuts, and carbs, obviously. I just got some of these little sesame bites. Those are tasty. Some crackers. Giant bag of cashews. I'm not really sure if I'll bring the whole thing. Probably not, but that's lots of good energy, protein and fat. Of course, I love these. I got these from the dollar store. These are basically freeze-dried fruit, and sometimes if you have oatmeal, these are really good. So there's lots of different kinds. I don't know how many I'm going to take, but I will bring those, as well as I have some roasted and peeled chestnuts. So you guys know I roast my own chestnuts over the fire, but this is good too. This is also dollar store, by the way. Picked this up at Bass Pro Shops, Cabela's, the Mountain House scrambled eggs with bacon. I want to try this out. Last time I got, when I was there, I got that breakfast crumble, and we did our winter camping, and it was really good. I'm going to be making some curry. So I just got this it's not true rice, I guess it's veggie rice, whatever. Anyway, try something different. We'll see. We'll dehydrate some of that, make a curry. Of course, things for water. So we're going to be drinking lake water, so gross. The flavor, I don't know, I don't really like it that much. So what we're going to do is add some lemon crystals to it. Of course, obviously all the water is filtered. So coffee, skim milk powder. I'm going to mix together some peanut butter and honey for basically to put in wraps to have for lunches. We'll go in this little container here. And then honestly, sometimes I just take these with me on a hike. So just like pureed fruit, just kind of like squeeze in your mouth if you're like just need a quick hit of sugar. So I got some of those. So yeah, and then of course the dehydrated food. So yeah, curry and a pasta dish, and then just some wraps with peanut butter and honey for lunch, and then lots of snacks. So it'll be pretty exciting. Let's go take a look at the gear. All right, so I'm gonna bring this 100-liter dry bag, basically just a giant canoe bag to put stuff in. And then I'll also have a backpack just to put some clothes and stuff. But this will be for the gear, it'll keep it nice and dry. Not really expecting any rain, but you never know, just water splashing or it's a fluke kind of storm. Great to keep things kind of nice and dry. Otherwise you'd be pretty sad if they got soaking wet. Or if we tipped or whatever, at least things will be dry. Here's some of the basics that'll go in that bag. We've got the Nature Hike 3-person tent. I love that. It's a great 3-season tent, I'd say for sure. A couple of sleeping bags. This one's mine here. It's the little tiny Nature Hike one as well. I love this. It's got the goose down in it. And again, only gonna get like 20 degrees at night, so I'm not worried about being cold. A couple of mats, which is wonderful to have. And this was my splurge last year from Walmart. These lightweight camping chairs. Yeah, they're kind of a luxury bring, but it's really nice. When you're sitting by the campfire, you're not getting your butt all wet first thing in the morning, because sometimes there's a lot of dew this time of year. Okay, let's talk gear. So this is sort of what I pulled out for now. I'll probably edit this a little bit. So what we have here is my Garmin GPS. That's a good one. And my ACR Rescue Link. There's a really interesting story with this, with my little ACR here. This is an emergency device, the Rescue Link. So basically, if you're in an emergency, real emergency, and you need evacuation, you can basically open up the antenna, push the button, and help will be on the way. And it floats, it has a flashing light, it does locate US GPS in it as well. So basically, I got a phone call when I was exploring some local provincial parks from the Department of National Defense and the Canadian government. They wanted me to update my info on the Rescue Link, which I thought was really cool. It's been several years since I've had this, and I guess I hadn't gone online in a couple of years and updated my info, like my emergency contacts, confirming my address, my phone number, all this kind of stuff, and my travel plans. So I thought that was really neat, the follow-up on that. So I did go online and I updated everything So it's current. So really important, guys. If you have one of these, make sure you update your profile online. I guess I missed because there was some mistakes on there. So very important in emergency, because they'll go through that to contact people and to know a little bit more about you and your plans. So very cool. This is going in the bag with me. So a couple of headlamps. Leatherman. Wallace Vivian made me this beautiful kit for making fires. A little fire starter there. Compass. Water purifier. Here's where my little stove is going to go, and some gas there. A couple of knives, so that's great. This is my buck knife with a little ferro rod on there. A lighter, a little hatchet. Definitely a couple of saws. We'll be just using basically deadfall to light fires and stuff like that, which there's a lot of, so we just need the saws really, but we'll bring a hatchet just in case. And garbage bag, tin foil. This is just a little kitchen kit, you know, with a couple of like spatulas and, you know, stuff to hold hot pots and things like that, and a little scrubby. So that's that. Couple of pots here. One of these, this is mine, has my little cups. It's a Stanley cup set. Using this before they were cool. It's funny how the Stanley stuff's now popular, eh? And then here, these are just little mess kits that I got last year. A cutting board, cutlery, bowl basically, plate, and you know, cup. So that's kind of cool. And bear spray. Definitely going to bring the bear spray. This is a little bit old, but hopefully it'll do the trick. Some places that we're going are you know, pretty backcountry, so there's wolves, there's bears, things like that. So and some could be habituated, you just don't know. So better to be prepared than sorry. So I'm excited to try out this little lamp. I picked this up at Bass Pro Shops. It's called Crush Light by Goal Zero. It's solar powered, but it can also be charged up by USB. And it just lights up like that. So it'll be nice to have kind of in the tent. There's like different levels, I think, of lighting. So that's really cool. And it does collapse down. It almost looks like it could double as a bowl. Not really sure. I just bought this. I'll have to remove that sticker, but I'm like, oh, it's totally waterproof. But and of course the bug suits. Bugs just got really bad all of a sudden with the heat. So bug suits for sure. And this is Royce's cooling jacket. It just folds up, and you can like soak it in the lake and put it on him if it gets too hot. He really doesn't tolerate heat and humidity, so that'll be good for him. And of course I'm going to be bringing clothing as well. Probably a lot of shorts and t-shirts, and probably one pair of long pants and a hoodie. I mean, it's not, don't want to bring all that extra weight with really, really warm clothes. I mean, if I get really cold, I'll just wrap myself in a sleeping bag. There's really no point in it. It's going to be quite warm, and at this point it's just extra gear. So we'll just bring me some socks and things like that. So yeah, I'm not going to bring a ton of clothes, probably bathing suit, because maybe we'll do some swimming. Water might be getting a little bit cool this time of year, but boy, it's getting up to 33 degrees with 40 with Humidex. So I'm going to be jumping in that lake, that's for sure. And of course, going to be bringing my alpaca raft. So that's all packed up there. That's 14 pounds in itself. So that'll go for little day trips. We go in the backcountry to check out some cool little trout ponds, hopefully. And I'll pack a couple of Nalgene bottles as well, so we can pump water into and take some out hiking. Well, things are getting pretty exciting, so I'm going to get back to my packing, but I want to just check in with you guys, just let you know what I'm up to, and showing you what I'll be bringing on some of the trips coming up. So hope you guys have a great week. We'll see you in the next video.